Alright gang, we're doing another video. It's been a little while. I actually lost my GoPro at the lake. I think when I was packing up to leave after one of my last outings, I think I must have left my dry bag like sitting in my kayak and it blew out on the road or something like that, but didn't end up getting it returned, but I didn't have my name on it or anything, so that's on me. So I'd have that now. So anyway, what I'm doing this time is I'm going on another kind of kayak camping fishing thing. So I'm actually going to a local reservoir that's a wildlife management area, and I'm going to be, kayaking to the other side of the lake with my backpack that I have my hammock and tarp and all that kind of stuff in there. So I'm gonna go do some camping and I'm gonna fish, until sunset. Might do some catfishing at night. And that's gonna be the deal. So come along, I think it's gonna be fun. Got one. Feels decent. It's on the blade bait. I'm in really shallow water. Saw some fish kind of blowing up. I'm just casting over there. This is my first good bite. I've had a few bites on the swim jig, but I think they were too small to really get the hook in them. This is the first time I've actually got a fish hooked so far today after several hours, at least a couple hours anyway. I don't really know what I got. I think it might be a white bass. Yep. Good fish. Look at that. First one of the day, guys. Nice white bass. Or actually, I think it's a wiper. I think my brother and I looked it up last time we were catching these, and if it's got 2 tooth patches on the tongue, it's a wiper. If it has 1, it's a white bass, I believe. Well, actually that does look like just 1, so maybe it is just a white bass, but good fish. He would probably be pretty tasty, but I brought some other food to eat, so I think I'm just gonna let this guy go. I'm just gonna measure on him real quick. I'm thinking this guy's probably 14 or so. Just almost 15. Pretty good fish here. Alright, he is antsy to get back in the water, and I will let him go. Cool. So I'm actually just kind of pulling around into a pocket here where I think this is maybe where I'm gonna camp. So like I said, I brought my hammock. I've got a little pocket back here that's gonna be a little bit more sheltered from the wind, so I think maybe somewhere in this tree line over here, or maybe on that side over there, is where I'm gonna end up. It's kind of annoying that the water is so low right now, because what I want to do is do some catfishing while I kind of camp and get my food going and stuff, but I'm gonna have to go a decent ways away from my camp to really get down into the water to actually get a line in the water, so that's just kind of annoying, but we'll make it work. Another one on the blade bait. cast right up towards that tree. It didn't hit it right away. I was reeling it back in towards me and just got really heavy. It's probably another white bass. Yep. I don't think I have them hooked very good. Oh no, it's a little walleye. Oh, I think I may have just changed my mind about whether I'm having fish tonight. Although I think it has to be 15 inches to keep, so we'll see. I think he's gonna be really close. Yeah, I think if he's 15 inches, I'm probably eating this guy. Look at that. Not a monster, but like I said, just enough meat for one guy to have that for dinner, so let's see. Yes. It's like 15 and a half. Okay. All right. There you have it. That's how I put them on a stringer in the kayak. Sweet. Ooh, got another one. Not sure I even want to venture to guess what species because, ooh, I think it's another white bass. Sure fighting that way. Man, these things are freaking feisty. It's not pulling like a freaking tank, you know, but man, they just freaking fight hard. Ooh, he is just barely hooked. Oh man. Oh, got him. I don't know if you can see that. Just barely skin hooked his lip. Okay. Well, since we got him, I don't know. I already kept that walleye. I think I'm just gonna let the rest of these go. This guy's about 14 and a half. Just another good fun white bass. Yeah, since I got that walleye already, I think that's gonna be plenty of a meal for just me tonight anyway. So this little blade bait's getting it done. Though I did get a bite in this same spot on the swim jig as well that I would have got a hook in it if I had not had my drag too damn loose. It's like I just finally found the spot. I think I would actually be getting more bites right now if I had a white blade bait. I've got this kind of, I don't know, bright bluegilly color type one. I'm pretty sure they're feeding on like little baby shad or something like that. You just see them blowing up on them on the surface every so often. Alright guys, we're gonna go set up camp. I think I found a couple of trees that are gonna work. I mean, just cut a few branches out of the way between here and here. Alright, I think I'm gonna do like a time lapse here while I get this set up. Alright guys, so woke up in my hammock up there to the sound of fish jumping around in the water, and I thought I'd better come check it out. So wish me luck. Hopefully the morning bite will be a little bit better than the afternoon bite was yesterday, although I did end up catching some before I went and set up camp. Got one on the jerkbait. It's probably another white bass like I was catching yesterday. Not sure how good I have a hook, so I'm trying not to force it in. I'm just trying to get that steady pressure so I don't pull the hook out. If it goes to run, I can have a little slack for it. It's like another white bass. Yep. Man, another nice white bass though. I had a few hooks in them. A couple came out when I was lifting him up. I've just got the one left in the eyeball here, poor guy. I think he's gonna be alright though. Well, I don't seem to be capable of catching a largemouth, but man, what good white bass. Freaking girthy. Man, that is tempting to eat this thing, honestly. Whoop. Tell you what, I'm not eating that one. Been throwing the blade bait this morning. Actually broke that off a couple times, unfortunately. And I've been throwing the swim jig. Broke that off too. I don't know if I'll end up showing you, but I was over kind of pitching it up kind of towards some trees and stuff, and I like bump over a stick, and then I got a really good bite. Set the hook and my line just snapped instantly. So I don't know, I probably should have retied. I'd been throwing that for quite some time without retying, but that happens every now and then. Got something big on the jerkbait next to the dock here. Oh, hopefully I don't get tangled up under there somehow. Oh no, oh no, he's still here. He was just running towards me. He's fighting good. It's a carp. Well, I got a multi-species expedition here. Oh. Well, I like to feed my fish in my fish tank at home goldfish, but I think this one's probably a little too big. So we're gonna probably leave him here. It was a fun fight, even though I wasn't really targeting this species. So I used up a ton of battery yesterday, and you know, since I was camping overnight and all that kind of thing, I don't have a chance to recharge my batteries. So what I'm doing now is I am only going to be turning my camera on when I hook into a fish. So unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see the cast that I made to catch the fish, but I'll try and describe it for you and whatnot. So, well, that is what it is. It's a carp on a jerkbait, not something you plan on doing very often, but I guess I'll take it. It's the biggest fish I got so far since I've been here. So I'm gonna tune out again until I hook something else. We'll see you then. Guys, on the deep diving crank over kind of by the dam here. It's just kind of grinding it on the bottom. Another white bass, looks like. Just another nice, thick white bass. I should have been keeping all these, honestly. I'd have had a pretty nice stringer to take home, but that's okay. It's more about catching them than eating them. I get my finger in his gill here so he doesn't freaking hook the crap out of me. Maybe he will anyway. Kind of hooked me anyway, but there we have it. Another probably 14-inch white bass. Not as thick as that other one I caught this morning, but it is nice to get one, so we'll drop them in. Hopefully I can edit out that music so that doesn't give me issues. All right, let's see if I can land this guy. It's another white bass, it looks like. And these things are fun. All right. Easy. Easy. All right. It's probably the smallest white bass of the outing. Also the most painfully hooked, probably. But good looking one anyway. We'll get him back in there so we can heal up. So I think that's probably gonna do it for me, guys. It's getting about time that I'm gonna need to go get to a family event. So recapping, caught on the blade bait yesterday, I think a white bass, a walleye, and then a couple more white bass. I almost caught a couple fish between yesterday and today on the big swim jig, but I ended up actually just breaking that bait off today, unfortunately. Actually, I broke one off yesterday too, so not a good outing for that. But did not end up doing any catfishing overnight. By the time I kind of got my campsite set up and stuff, it just was getting to the point where I was running out of light, and I just honestly didn't feel like it, even though I brought some bait and worms and circle hooks and all that kind of stuff. I just wasn't feeling it, so I let that go, and we'll do that another night. But slept well in the hammock. It got down to, I think, the low 40s last night, but my sleeping bag's rated for like 20 degrees, so I was in pretty good shape. And anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this outing. I had a good time myself, and I will see you on the next one.